Alan, tell us about The Hill.
Yes, The Hill. So the one thing that excites me about The Hill is the fact that I guess Dennis Quaid is a Christian now. The Hill is a very faith-based movie, and I believe he's moving in this direction nowadays. But it's the true story of Texas youngster Ricky Hill. Ricky was born basically with a degenerative spinal disease. So in the opening of the film, he's in crutches. He's in not crutches. He's in what is it? The restraints on legs, kind of like Forrest Gump. I forget what they call those.
Braces.
Braces. That's right. He's in braces. And he comes from a pastor family. His father is a pastor of a small church. And the father is very, very religious. His life is about following God and insists that his family follows God. And unlike most stereotypes, he's actually a good guy. He actually loves his family and is dearly devoted to his faith. But the one thing he can't stand is he doesn't like his son following his love, which is baseball. He sees baseball as idolatry, trying to become famous. But the thing about Ricky is, though he's in braces, he has a great eye, a great swing, and he can basically hit anything with a bat. So throughout most of the first half, he's hitting these small rocks with a stick, and he's just knocking them out of the park. And people just notice the fact that he has this gift of being a hitter, a great hitter. And the only thing that holds him back is the fact that he is in braces and he can't run. So the movie basically is about Ricky's journey to the major leagues, and this conflict he has with his father, who clearly sees that his son is not physically capable of playing baseball, and B, doesn't even want him going into baseball. He wants him to become a preacher like him. And so Ricky and his brother decide that they're just gonna learn to play baseball. They move to a new town under dubious circumstances. And basically Ricky gets into baseball, forges his father's signature, and eventually his father learns what he has done. And so let's put it this way about this movie. Many of you know I'm a fairly devout Christian, but I have seen more than my fair share of faith-based movies, and for the most part, they all suck. They're just not good, and I think this one falls in that same category where the only thing this movie really has going for it that elevates it is Dennis Quaid, Bonnie Bedelia, and Scott Glenn. There's you've got this trio of powerhouse actors behind it, and I think that's how they were able to get the budget for this movie, because it's a period piece. It's shot very well. But in terms of its story itself, it's very faith-based in the sense of, there are coincidences that happen, and let's put it this way: it's hard to tell a story of the miracles God does in your lives in a fictional way, because it comes off as fiction, and that's what this story does. It's a true story, but it feels very fictionalized, and it feels like it just plays its God's providence hand over your life just a little too much. I would almost prefer that this had been a documentary where they actually talk to Ricky and his family and just tell the story that way. So really, it'll do well in theaters because it is faith-based. It is a family film. It has Dennis Quaid in it, and but it's hard for me to recommend this. Even if I wanted you to know more about Christianity and God and Jesus, I'm not sure that this movie is going to move the needle in your life. Gotcha. So very little faith in this movie.
You have very little faith in this faith-based movie?
I have seen, oh my gosh, like there's a movie that came out in the 70s called Thief in the Night, and it was about the rapture. And I have at least 16 friends who got saved from that movie. And I'm watching it. I watched it back in the 80s. I'm like, how in the world did you get saved from this movie? So look, I believe God can do anything. But at the same time, I did I had to watch the movie. I have to give you my honest opinion about it.
So God can do anything, but God can't make a good movie.
No, he can. Yeah. Look, I will say there are a few really good faith-based movies I would recommend. One of them is The Resurrection of Gavin Stone, which ironically was produced by the WWE and Blumhouse. But that is a really good faith movie.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take it.